Dear students, the class I am taking today is the second lesson of the computer. Its name is Computer Inside the System Unit. In this lesson, we will going to learn about device or system units inside your computer. System unit is a box-like case that stands near the monitor. Some system units are also placed below the monitor. System unit is a most important part of the computer system. It protects the internal electronics components from damage. It is also called computer case. The electronic components and most of the storage device of a computer resides inside the system unit. Other devices such as keyboard, mouse, monitor, printer, speakers, etc. normally occupy space outside the system unit. Then, components inside the system unit. Components inside the system units include motherboard, CPU, memory, disk drive, power supply and ports. Then we discuss about motherboard. A motherboard is a large circuit board inside the system unit. It is also known as system board or main board. It holds many electronic components such as the processor, that means CPU, and main memory. It is also provide connectors of other devices such as mouse, keyboard and monitor. Then CPU. Just like your brain controls every part of the body, the computer also have a brain which controls its every part. That brain of computer is called Central Processing Unit, that means CPU. All devices that are connected to the computer first communicate with the CPU in order to carry out a task. CPU is also called processor or microprocessor. The speed of CPU is measured in megahertz. The faster the speed of CPU, the faster the computer can operate. The speed of CPU is increasing day by day. Next, memory. As we all have memory that helps in remembering the things, computer also has a memory which remembers many things by storing data inside it. Computer memory usually consists of one or more chips such as RAM and ROM on the motherboard. First, RAM. RAM means random access memory. RAM is called the primary memory or main memory that stores data and instruction temporarily in the computer. RAM is a volatile memory. It loses its contents when the power is switched off. For this reason, you must save all items you may need in the future. Saving is the process of copying data from RAM to the hard disk. Next, ROM. ROM is the read-only memory from which the information can only be read. ROM is a non-volatile memory, that means its contents are not lost when the power is switched off. Next, we discuss about disk drives. Disk drives are used for storing data, instructions and information for future use. Some drives are also used for reading information. Hard disk drive, CD-ROM or CD drive and Blu-ray drive are the drives fitted inside the system unit. The first one, hard disk drive. The hard disk drive is used to store data and information for future use. Most computers have one hard disk located inside the system unit. The second one, CD-ROM or DVD drive. A CD-ROM or DVD drive reads information stored on the compact discs or DVDs. Third one, Blu-ray drive. A Blu-ray drive reads information stored on compact discs, DVDs or Blu-ray discs. Then we discuss about SMPS, switched mode power supply. Many personal computers plug in standard wall outlets which supply an alternating current, that means AC, of 150 to 120 volts. This type of power is unsuitable for use with a computer, which requires a direct current, that means DC, ranging from 5 to more than 15 volts. The SMPS converts the wall outlet AC power into DC. There is a fan built into the power supply that keeps the power supply cool. Next, adapter cards. An adapter card is a circuit board that is fitted in the socket on motherboard. It enhances the functions of various components of the computer. Some popular adapter cards are sound card that connects to speaker or a microphone. Then video card. It provides enhanced graphic capability. Next, modem card. It connects to transmission media such as phone line. Next, network card. It provides network connections such as to an Ethernet port. Nowadays, all the leased motherboards include all necessary capabilities and do not require adapter cards. Some motherboards may require adapter cards to provide capabilities such as sound and video. Next, we discuss about ports. Ports are a number of holes and slots into which you plug in computer device. In a typical desktop computer, the back of the system unit contains ports. In a laptop, the ports are on the side. See the picture shown in your textbook, page number 70. The popular ports: monitor port, microphone ports, HDMI port, USB port, speaker port, desktop power port, laptop power port, and network